What's up, everybody? It's your boy Allan Wade back again with another one. I know you checked out the thumbnail. You're wondering, how do you do this stuff? What's going on with your machine? Guys, so if you use your Brother SE600 on a regular basis, you're gonna run into a problem with that area right there where the needle goes down. If you thread wrong, you're gonna experience something called bird nesting, or if you change your needle or something like that, and accidentally drop your needle down inside, one half of a piece of your needle drops down inside there, you're gonna have to get it out because your machine is not going to function properly. So this is probably one of the most important videos that I'm gonna make, because if you can't get your machine running, then what's the point? Nothing will work properly. Okay, so let's get into this video and let me show you the tools that you're gonna need when you do this disassembly and reassembly, guys. So you go into your little drawer here and you grab your sewing attachment. You're gonna wanna grab your sewing attachment, and this is where I keep my tools that came with my SE600. So let's go in here and see what we got. Go in here and you got a whole bunch of miscellaneous tools that came with your device. So you're gonna wanna grab this tool right here, this one right here, put that to the side, and you're gonna wanna grab this one right here, guys. This is all that you need. Set that to the side. Now that we have our tools that we need to do this job, disassembly, you're gonna wanna take off your embroidery attachment. This step right here isn't absolutely necessary to do this, but you just want to create a clean, clear area so that you can work. Okay, so let's take off this attachment right here. If you reach under your SE6, there's going to be a lever right here, right underneath the front. You can't really see it, but there is a lever that you just pull. You just go like this and you pull it, and this detaches. Take that off just like that. I'm gonna sit this bad boy over here to the side, and we are left with just our sewing part of the machine. Now, I know this can be intimidating, guys, because we don't want to mess up our investment, but at the same time, if this happens to you, you're gonna have to get the stuff out. So the first step you're gonna do is take out your bobbin thread. Actually, this isn't the first step, is it? This is like a second step, because we took off the, anyway. So just go like this. There's a little thing right here. Let me use this so you can see. So you just pull this back, that door pops up. You guys should know how to do this already. Then you just remove that, take that off. Oh, fell. Put that off to the side and take our bobbin out. Boom. Put that off to the side, and this is the area that we want access to. Next step is we want to take off our presser, our embroidery foot right here. Trying to get you guys some good angles so that you can see it. This is our machine right here, and this is what I'm looking at right here. This little screw right here is what you're going to want to take this piece right here, and you just fit it right in that groove. This to give you some more space to work with, guys. So you just turn it, and it releases the embroidery foot. All right, boom. Trying to get you guys another angle here. All right, now guys, once you've loosened the screw up enough, this whole part right here should be loose, and you should just be able to pull it off. All right, and to put it back on, same way, you just hook it in right here. This is a little intimidating, I know. You just hook it in right here. If you have this machine, you'll know how to do this part already. Hook it in and just tighten that back up, and it'll go right back into place. Okay, you could take a picture of it if you want to with your cell phone, just so you don't lose track. Now this is out of the way. Now the next step, of course, is you're going to want to take out your needle. Now this is the part where, like, if you broke a needle like I did before, you can drop the other half of the needle in here. All right, so hold on to the needle, you grab some tweezers or something like that, and you just come this way so you can see it. Loosen this up, and the needle drops down. See my needle's right there? And you tighten it back up a little bit. Grab that needle, get it out of the way. All right? Now, this part right here, we have two parts. We got this part and we got this part. That's the hard plate part. And this part right here is very, very important. this part can just come off, right? But we want to be careful with this part, especially when we're putting it back on, because if you put this back on wrong, which I've done before, you'll get a message on your screen telling you that the plate isn't installed properly and you can't do anything with your machine. You'll think you broke it, like I thought I broke mine, but yeah, I didn't break it. I just had to put this plate back on properly. So let's go ahead and take this off. So we go ahead and take our little screw thing right here, we put it in, and we just go ahead and twirl these screws like that. And you can go ahead and take this off because it's in the way. Set that to the side. Make sure you don't lose anything. Sit it in like a, you know, in like a little plastic Tupperware or something like that while you take the stuff apart, so you don't lose anything. Just unscrew that right there. Unscrew the other one too. Right here, boom. Unscrew the other one, like so. Mine was on a little bit tight. And after you've loosened everything up, the plate is just going to come up and you'll have access to the bottom of the plate. Alright, you'll have access to this area right here. One second, let me loosen this up some more. You guys are crazy. So yeah, normally people should show you videos about, you know, everything's working, everything's fine, but you're gonna run into this problem and you're gonna have to fix it. Don't nobody got time to go to a... Now this part right here, pay attention to how this is on. This whole part comes off together. All right, you see this? It came off together. Now, pay attention to the grooves at the bottom. Look at how this is. Look at the positioning and familiarize with yourself. Because you don't want to, what I'm saying is you don't want to force this back in. You want to put it in properly when you're putting it back in. Notice that it has two grooves right here, right? Let me try to focus a little better. Notice that it has two grooves, one groove right here and one groove right here. And then notice also has a groove right here, which slides into this part right here, okay? So this groove right here goes into this slot right here, all right? And this groove right here goes into the slot right here. Just a point of reference, guys. So if I'm putting it back on, I want to go like this and put this metal part down in here while putting this part right here in these two slots and sliding it backwards. And now it's back on. And all you gotta do is screw it back in. All right, so don't be intimidated, all right? Did that real slow so you guys can understand. Rewind the video if you need to, and you take it back off, putting your finger back here, pushing it forward a little bit, and then sliding this way. All right, now you have access to all of this, and you just get an air gun or whatever. You know, they sell those things. I'll put a link in the description if you want to have access to all this. And this right here can come out too. Just pay attention to the way it goes in. All right, take a picture with your cell phone. You know, you got this little fuzzy part that's facing here and this open mouth part. Let me get in closer so you guys can see. You got this fuzzy part right here that's next to the well, I don't know what you call this, foot. I don't know. I'm just call it a stomp or something. I don't know. You guys can comment in the comment section what you call this. And then you got this part right here that the bobbin sits in. So pay attention to the way that goes in. This part right here with the kind of groove part goes over here next to that. Take a picture like I said. And this part also can come out and you can clean it. Oh, and you can clean this part right here, get all the loose threads and stuff out if you need to. And then now you can go into the bottom right here and clean all of that out. Make sure all that is clean. And that's all the maintenance basically you can do on this machine, guys, when you have problems with stuff getting caught in there. You get a needle broke off while you're trying to change it, or broke off while it was embroidering because of some bird nesting, and now you just put everything back together. This right here, we said this groove goes that way, and this little fuzzy part, the little fuzzy part right here, got a little peach fuzz right here that goes in there. So you just slide it back in there like so. Make sure it sits on top and it can rotate ever so slightly. See that? And then you take this part, put it back on. I want you guys to know this can separate from this. This part can separate from this. You don't want to separate it, but it can separate. This part right here, this part right here can separate from this part right here. It's just a matter of, it's just a few little clicks, but you don't want to do that. I'll show you how to do it though. Just take that off right there. Boom, boom, boom. Slide that off. I'm not going to do it right now because I actually do want to do it to show you guys this message that you might get. So let me try to put this together wrong so that you can see the message that you might get. Okay, so say for example, I put this on and I don't put it on right. All right, I'm going to put this on very horribly and attempt to get this message. Okay, so say it's on like this. You notice that this part isn't on like this. Let me see if I get that message. All right, so I go to my SE600, turn it on, right, comes on, right, push the screen. Okay, well, didn't get the message. I'll try again, hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna put the embroidery foot on and see if I get the message. Give me a second. All right, let me turn it back off. I'm trying to get a false reading for you guys to see you guys, show you guys what you might come encounter with. All right, so I got this back in and I turn back on my machine. The plate isn't on correctly. Turn it back on. I didn't even put any things on it, any screws in there. So, all right. Okay, no, that didn't give me a message. Ugh, it's working so good now. All right, see right there. All right, let me show you guys. Boom. All right, so you'll get this message right here. All right, there is no needle plate cover. There is no needle plate cover, attached plate cover. All right, see, I had to actually move the plate cover to get that message. But you will put this plate cover on and put everything back together. One day, like it happened to me. I don't know, it could possibly happen to you. I'm just showing you guys what could possibly happen. I put everything back together, went to go embroider, turn on my machine, and I was getting this message. I'm like, oh man, I screwed up my machine. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I can't send this thing back. I can't afford to pay another $300 something to buy this machine. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Searched around online, found a video that said it was this wasn't attached right. So you gotta attach this correctly in order to get rid of that message. All right, put this back together correctly. Got to attach it correctly for that message to go away, and everything will be fine, guys. See, now that it's on, it's seated, the message goes away. All right, so don't be intimidated if something goes wrong. It's just a machine telling you to fix it. All right, video's different, guys. A little something different, a little something different for you guys to check out here. I'm gonna put the screws back on. Let me turn the machine off first. How about that? Turn it off. Don't work with your machine on. Don't do any of the stuff that I'm doing unless you absolutely have to, because you will screw yourself up. But I want to help you guys, so like whatever. Like if I gotta break something to help for the cause, if I gotta break something so that you guys won't have to break something, I'll break it. Whatever, man. That's just how we do here at A-Dubb Productions. We take risks. Yeah. All right, so get in there. I'll tighten this up by hand a little bit until it can't be tightened anymore. And then I use this piece right here, the little coin looking like piece. And you tighten it up just enough. Doesn't have to be like crazy tight, you know. And then you tighten this plate up right here. Boom. Right there, and you put everything back together. Let me show you guys how to put the needle in. It's really quite simple to put this needle on. Let me just zoom out so you have a point of reference, and then zoom back in so we know where we're at. Right where that number is right there. You just grab your needle, and it's got to go right underneath there. All right, right underneath there, and you slide it up. I think, hold on, I got it in wrong. Hold on. It's got it. The flat part has to be facing towards you. See that? Flat part is facing. The needle has a round side and a flat side. The flat side has to be facing towards you, but you also have to loosen the screw first. That might help. All right, and then does the flat part have it? Let me see. No, I think it's the other way, the opposite way. Yeah, the flat part has to be facing away from you. Okay, so this is the round part, this is the flat part. The flat part has to be facing away from you. See me rotate it? It's the flat part. It has to be facing the wall. My flat part is facing the wall. Slide it up in there, get it up. I kind of like push against the machine to hold it in place, kind of, sort of, and then I tighten that up, and then we're good. You can grab your tweezers or something like that, and you know, but loosen it up, make sure it's in there nice and good. You know, it's loose. Get it in there, boom. Get it up in there. Hold it in place. Like I'm like this finger right here is pushing towards the machine to hold it in place. Like boom, like that. Put some pressure on there just to hold it. All right, loosen it. Make sure it's up and tighten it back up. And you can feel it when you tighten it back up, pushing against this finger right here. All right, now it's in there. Now we gotta put the foot back on. All right, the foot. Look at the foot right here. It goes around here. So I'm gonna take the screw that I took off, the screw right here, and reinsert it back into the hole. Okay, so just making a little funny noise here to be entertaining for you guys. Screw it in there. Oh shoot, it's gonna be hard. All right. Okay, 1 second. Let me go to the other side. Very difficult working with the camera right there. Okay, so you screw it towards the camera. It's being screwed towards the camera. Boom. All right, now we got that in there. Come back around this side, and we grabbed our foot. It's the bottom part. Look at the foot. This is the top part, right? This part right here has to slide in that groove. So you just go boom. You kind of like going sideways like this. Look at how I got it sideways. Stick it in that groove. Boom. Twist it around. You're good to go. A good way to do it, how about you lower the foot? Does that work? Okay, boom. So lower this foot right here, lower the lever. Go in right here, sideways, underneath here. And just go put that in there. Tighten that up by hand a little bit. And when you tighten it, it just goes right into place. Make sure it's in there. And then when it's in place and we can't tighten it anymore, we use our handy dandy tool, screwdriver, provided by the Brother starter kit. And then you see it snapped right where it's supposed to be when you start tightening it. Let me loosen it up again so you can see that. See, I had it like this, tightened it by hand, couldn't move it anymore. Snaps right in place right here. When you play with it, when you move it, and you start tightening it up some more, and then it kind of like moves itself fully into place right there. All right, got it nice and tight, and we are ready to back in business again. Turn on the machine. All right, boom, Brother SE600. Raise the presser foot lever. Boom. Good as new. All cleaned out and ready to go. Actually, not really. We gotta put the plate back on. Of course, put some bobbin thread in there. Put the plate back on. Just like we never did anything, nice and clean. Now we know how to maintain our machine, do some light maintenance on the machine. You are going to occasionally get thread down here. You are, if you're starting off new, you are gonna bird nest possibly. You are gonna break a needle one day and half a needle's gonna drop down in here. You are gonna run into these problems, guys. So this video, I feel was necessary, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful. I hope it helped you make this machine your, for lack of better words, you know what I mean? Because you guys, I'm getting a lot of comments saying that this machine seems a little intimidating, but it's just this. This is the only part that's like, you know what I mean, crucial. Like, you know what I mean? Now we just took this whole thing apart and put it back together. like you should feel confident now, okay? Try that one time, take it nice and easy doing it. Don't put up too much pressure on anything, and especially this plastic part right here. You don't want the plastic part to break or any of those grooves or anything, but once you take it apart once, like you can do it again, and just watch my video a few times, you'll be fine. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Actually, I know it'll be helpful because I wish I had a video like this to help me out when I first got started and I had strange messages on my machine. So I know this video is going to be helpful. It's going to help somebody. Somebody probably thinks their machine is broken and they can't fix it because they keep on getting that message like I did for a second. Then I figured out how to fix it. So I would have appreciated a resource like this. So I thought it was appropriate to make this video for you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you think it's going to be helpful to you, if you think you're going to run into this problem, or if you have run into these problems at one point in time or another with your Brother SE600. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. It's your boy, man. Don't forget to visit the merch store, allanawade.com. Buy yourself some channel merch, help support the channel. Don't forget to go to my Instagram and follow me on Instagram at adubbproductions. Follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/King A-Dubb and facebook.com/adubbproductions. Follow both of those channels, guys. I need 10,000 followers. Got like 400. Long ways away. I got to start posting some content on those platforms, guys. But once again, if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Talk to me in the comment sections down below. Talk to me on Instagram. Talk to me on Facebook. And I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?